So it's here. It being that green cupboard that I introduced in an earlier clip. I fell over a brick and dropped it on my leg and then ran into my toilet whilst carrying it. So now I don't want it these colours. My door is green, but I don't want this to be green. I want this to be the colour it's meant to be, not these layers of peeling green paint. So I am gonna strip it back. There is a glass door that goes here, which will go in when it's finished. I was gonna get the peely, you paint it on and it comes off in 15 minutes, but I couldn't get it at my local Bunnings, and it's also like $250 for 15 litres. I'm not spending that. This cost me $200 delivered, so...
Spoiler alert, that's all I'm gonna say.
Paint scraper it is. I think it's gonna be great. Firstly, let's have a little look-see.
It's green. It's very green.
There's a bit of mold damage there, but I should be able to clean that up. Alright, I'm not too concerned about that. And then this is a little metal safe for me meats. I don't eat meat, but you know. So I'm going to put on a podcast and do a time lapse of cleaning this up. We'll see how we go.
And if my subtle spoiler alert from earlier was anything to go by, you might guess that we didn't go well, folks.
It's harder than I thought it would be. I can literally count 4 layers of paint. So it's not just peeling off like I hoped it would. It's really staying on like it doesn't want to come off.
But I am nothing if not an occasional fighter, so I fought on. I was listening to a good podcast. You know, Rusty Quill Gaming is very enjoyable. Time flies.
We have a paint stripper. I have to put this on and leave it for 30 minutes. It starts working. So I'm going to put this on and come back and check.
That's right. A mere 30 minutes after beginning, I caved and bought paint stripper. It wasn't $200 though. My hopes and dreams of being an ASMR peel paint artist quickly shot down. I just got on with it. Sometimes you have to see your dreams fade from view. At least I can be a speedy paint peel artist. Maybe. Not a good one, not even a great one, but one of the many. And also look how well that stuff worked. Not on the second 2 layers, but on the first 2 it was great.
Okay, it's been a couple of days and we're looking really good. I'm really surprised that the paint stripper is still liquefied. I put it on Sunday and it's Tuesday now. I came and had a check yesterday. This stuff's meant to stay soft for 24 hours and it's now more like 48 hours since I put it on. And it's still pretty soft, but it does need another coat just to get through the other layers.
Yeah, so that'll do it.
I'm going to do that whilst my hair dye processes and then do some more scraping and painting and scraping later.
The hopes and dreams I had for that second layer of paint stripper were quickly vanquished as we got ready to move on to part 9,000 of this project.
We've done everything. Paint stripper. Methylated spirits.
That's right, in an unseen clip I tried to scrape the paint off with steel wool and metho. It worked, but not well.
My friend gave me a sander, so we're sanding it now and it's a lot quicker. Enjoy a time lapse until the camera dies.
Spoiler alert for the spoiler alert. I needed to get more paint off before I could sand, and my patience died before my camera did.
I'm recording this on my phone because my camera is dead. I'm getting this cupboard done today. So this is where we're at. I haven't made an awful lot of progress. I've realised that I have to hand scrape as much of the paint off as I can before I can go in with the sander because it just doesn't work otherwise. So I got out of my cute I dyed my hair outfit and basically into my pajamas. Let's get some paint off.
This is really a project of disaster and people feeling sorry for me and my struggles because another person took pity on me and gave me this great tool to get the paint off.
Just finished stripping the last wall. I think I'm dying. Now it's time to sand.
I never regretted the purchase, but I regretted many aspects of it.
Okay, I'm just going to run down what I have done so far with this bloody cupboard. I have bought it. So at first I thought I could go in with a paint scraper. Then that didn't work, so I went in with paint stripper. And then I had to scrape the paint stripper off with the paint scraper. And then when all of the paint didn't come off, I went back in with the paint scraper. And then I went in with a sander. And then I went in with the paint scraper again. And then my builder took pity on me and gave me this scraping tool. But I had to use that in conjunction with the paint scraper. But we're done now and it's time to sand, so ready for a sanding time lapse.
The part that I had actually been most excited for had arrived, and just count how many times you can see my cat in that window, because that's probably more interesting than the sanding. And now it's time to clean the windows, which were really disgusting. There was not an awful lot of peace in this project, but this was a moment that I got to just sit down with a toothbrush and some dish liquid and watch a bunch of videos, and it was really nice. It was genuinely a nice time. Before you know, we got back into it with this oil mixture that smelled really lovely. This project is never ending until it ended. A project that started on the 2nd of May and took until the 14th of September to be moved into my new house and very, very, very messily filled. This is my antique kitchen cupboard. When I first saw the final result, I was really disappointed. The marks that the paint scraper had left, leaving me feeling kind of gutted and like I had absolutely ruined this cupboard. But now, with time, I look at it more as the mark that I've left, good or bad. This cupboard is mine, and if not for me, it might still be green and mouldy.
I love it very much, thank you.